it'd be great to know actually from each one of you in your career, what was the best show, the best moment that you had in your career?
Best moment.
I got so many moments, and all of them is good. You know?
Maybe just select one.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Well,
Because all the moments have been good, you know what I mean?
The first one was to get across the board, the R&B, and we came to the UK. And after doing those couple shows a night for 2 weeks at the Speakeasy, the club and the media and the critics, and they could come together and put out that, write out that. The first song we did, it cost us hell upon them. And after that, it was like magic. That was a warm feeling for me. And then that's why when we went back home, we wrote this song. Say, play high on the R&B. I want all my people to see that we are bubbling on the top 100, just like a mighty train. Play high some music.
Some reggae music. I don't know, Eva, you wanna go in and tell me which one your favorite? Because I have no idea.
Well, apart from Leeds, obviously.
Oh yeah,
apart from Leeds.
Well, I can't really remember, but I know we've had some real good times. I remember there was one show we did in New York, House of Blues. New Jersey, House of Blues. That show was crazy. The people were all over. You know what I mean? At one point we had brought them up on stage and they were dancing. There was people on stage and it was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of my best experiences.
I think my best experience would be the first couple shows ever. Because it was my first show, you know, even though I've had many, like he said, we've had many experiences, but my second show, we were headlining, and all the biggest reggae bands that I grew up listening to were opening up for me and us. Like the Abyssinians, Toots and the Maytals. No, everybody, Barrington Levy, Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown, everybody was opening up for us. And I was like, oh shit. I couldn't believe, I was just like, that was like more, and then we were headlining this big like reggae festival. It was like my second show ever. Like another 4,000 people. That was like a big show. And then at the end of the show, I came off stage and this guy was crying to me, this kind of fat guy looking, and he comes to me and he goes, hey, my name is David Crosby, and I just want you to know, he's like, I haven't heard music like that for so long. He was crying, and I didn't put two and two together when he said David Crosby. And then my friend, when we were walking back to the tent, the guy goes, do you know who that was? I go, who was it? Because you know Crosby, Stills and Nash? That young guy was David Crosby. I was like, no way, and he was crying, and I didn't know. It was a different time. I was only 20 years old. So that was a big time. But also the show we did in Morocco was big too.
Yeah.
We did 250,000 people on the beach in Morocco, in Essaouira. And it was crazy. People came from all over Africa. They said there was the first time since the band had been to Africa since Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
When they did with Bob, and then when they liberate Zimbabwe, it was big. People came from everywhere. There was kids out front of our hotel singing all night long. All night, just singing songs, all the way their songs over and over. And I was like, we're not going to be able to sleep. But yeah, there's great moments.
Am I right in thinking that there might be a new project coming out?
Almost done.
Can you tell us more about this? Is it all underground at the moment?
Well, this man here is doing most of the overseeing, make sure we get the tracks them being voiced, you know.
Yeah.
And you got just 3 to do.
Yep.
I luckily seated with him and like one.
Yeah.
I will call on them because we don't really
We
disclose
can't say any names yet.
But I did one with him, and it was good. And there were 3 days before, and we got like 2 more to go.
We only have 3 left. Well, basically, the whole idea was, fams, we wanted to make a new album, new material, new stuff for the people, but we wanted to use as many of the surviving members of the band from the back in the day to be on it. Fams back in the day told me about his brother, his late brother Carly. He had old 2-inch tapes that were unreleased in his. He had all these
1 inch, half inch.
and so fans went down to Jamaica, baked and transferred them to WAV files to digitize them, and we started that as like the heartbeat of all the new music. We just took all those tracks. Fams laid the bass, Tyrone played the keyboards, and so on. Seco came in, played percussion, and we got 12 tracks. So now what we want, all 12 new songs, new tracks. So what we did was we went and started getting contemporary artists of today, like of different genres, not reggae, but different genres, to write new songs, new material on top of the tracks. Who they had all been inspired and loved the Wailers growing up. That's the only thing I can't tell you is all the names. They're big A-list big people.